的时候就可以做发言。对，那如果没有的，就是用那个手持式麦克风也可以发言。那我们就请杨校长这边，我们就开始。
好，刚才整场的一个授课，相信各位在座的伙伴们都能感受到教学师生之间的互动和外师准备的充分了哈。所以整场这样子看下来，就是正如同我刚一开始讲的，各位多多少少可以有带一些收获回去的哈。那待会我们是不是就请各个学校的外师来做一个心得的一个发表，好吗？先从哪一个学校？要不然我们阿杜先讲回馈。
先请那个授课阿如老师来先针对他刚刚的那个上课的内容做一个分享。So Aru, share your
hello guys. I think the last one. Okay. I think the students were able to make the game. I wanted to make 2 games, but the bandwidth, the internet would be slow. That would create a problem. So I said I chose to only do 1 game and make the game as simple as possible, so they can see it's easy to make. So when they go home, they can do it by themselves. They just drag it and put it across. That was my idea to make it as simple as possible. And I hope that was brought across to you guys. That's it. Anyone have any questions?
那作为各个学校的外师一个代表来给我们的阿杜提出一些建议，让他更大的一个成长空间。那个以前。
好，那我们现在请那个新国国小新国呀 ，Yes, please, thank you.
I thought the use of technology in the classroom was very good. Like, you could see that you put a lot of work into using all the available technology that you had. Kids are obviously interested in technology. They're interested in using iPads whenever they can. I did feel that some of the instructions were a bit rushed and the pace of the class was a bit rushed. I felt like they may have had more success if there was some more, I guess, breathing room in class, more, maybe a couple fewer things you were trying to do so that they had more time to sort of absorb all of the stuff that you were saying. The topic, technology is popular and they were able to use all of the vocabulary that you wanted.
好，那我们谢谢那个Teacher Larry。那我们接着请那个萧礼国小 Larry 老师 Teacher Larry， OK。
The topic was very interesting because it's merely the students nowadays use technology, and with this idea, the students will know that if they want to be a game developer or if they want to do fashion design, they can use technology. For the lesson of teacher Arzu, and one comment was that during the groupings, the 1, 2, 3, 4, you first name each student number, right? Yeah. And then the second time, when they move to their new group, maybe you forgot to group them again. Yeah. Yes, you noticed that too, right? Yeah, but yes, but that's okay. It happens in the class. Yeah. But great job, teacher.
Thank you. 那我们接着请 Simi and Rensuro Steve. All right? Stand. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Firstly, Rashid, I told you as well. I think it's a really good lesson. I think it's a tricky topic. Even for grade 5, I think teaching them how to use the internet or like any electronic devices. I personally don't like doing that because I don't trust them. It's as simple as that. So I think it's an interesting topic. I think it's a difficult topic that you chose. I think you did the best with what you could. Okay. It's clear you took a lot of effort to plan this as well. So yeah, I think it's okay lesson. You know, I think maybe slow down just a little bit, you know, when you're talking to them. Maybe just check and make sure that every group is following the instructions correctly. Because I think some of the groups maybe wasn't checked. I mean, you guys check all the front groups, but I didn't see you guys checking the back ones. But don't bad, I think listen.
Thank you。那我们最后请拼气击收出你。
Okay, hello. I thought the lesson was very great. It was an interesting topic. I loved your warm-up, the rainbow when students were got to be active and run around. They should copy that from today. And also I loved the way you kept on reminding them the objective on the day. And I'm sure they will never forget why technology is important because it makes their life easy. Surely that sentence will remain in their head the whole day. But overall, I think your lesson was really great. It was really well planned. Besides that, I think it was just a little bit rushed. Yeah, I think so as well. But overall, it was a great lesson. I enjoyed it. Okay.
Thank you。好，那关师的部分我们分享完毕。那
接下来我们中间的种子老师这边有没有要给我们给一些指导建议的？
种子老师们有没有课程上面的疑问或者是建议，可以跟我们的外师做一个双向的交流？好，那谢谢老师。
整体来讲，我觉得老师他的吸引力很够，学生非常喜欢这一门课。但是可能是因为时间的不足吧，学生想要再多在就是在了解这个课程的话，会比较赶一点的时间。另外，可能跟课程大纲会有一点点的出入，对，可能没有完全的去到底是要教英文还是要教科技。这我觉得这是一个就是我们中职教师自己在调整的地方。对，因为不管是英文还是要涉及到一个综合课，它都需要一点时间，不是一下子就进去。但是我觉得这个老师他非常非常吸引我，对，我会很想要上他的课。我觉得这堂课是成功的，谢谢。
谢谢哦，因为种子老师讲的中文我比较听得懂。这几年以来我只要经过我们阿叔的上课的现场，我都会忍不住进去看他怎么上，顺便训练一下自己的听力。我也发现这几年来他在教学现场真的进步很大。那同时他也跟我讲说，我的听力又比以前好了一些，所以这个就是一些成长的地方嘛。那也相信刚才经过各位在座的伙伴跟阿叔的建议，那他未来还有更多的一个成长的机会和空间。谢谢大家。那接下来就是我们前面几位长官来给我们阿叔一些建议和指导，谢谢。
教授、校长、主任以及在座各位老师，大家好。那我今天就针对这个朱老师的课程来分享一些我的建议。So, hi Arju. I'm a teacher with nearly 5 years of bilingual teaching experience, and I have watched hundreds of bilingual classes, but I still learn something new in your class. It feels really fresh, and I believe it will be the same for your children. Just imagine how important a serious and attentive teacher is to our bilingual education in primary school. I'm not sure whether such a course will be too complex for students, but I'm sure you has carefully prepared a lot of content for your kids. From the beginning of your class, I was curious about a question that you asked students on Kahoot. Technology is something we make our life easier, true or false. I was curious about that. Then I see you use a cool thing to move in the classroom. I don't know how to say that in the same way. And that's cool. And also you use a fan controller BB to turn on the fan. These are the good ways to show the kids that this is a technology. In addition, I have a suggestion regarding the design of your quiz on the lesson plan. It is the form of a multiple choice question. Usually when we design the Q&As, we will pay attention to whether the correct answer stands out in terms of form or content. So we might be able to design it like this. What are we learning about today? A, technology. B, PE. C, Chinese. D, English. Use the code name as the answer, maybe with the signature. Finally, I want to share an interesting thing that before I came to here, I was supposed that you teach information technology because I remember it was starting from 2009. I was Ministry of Education has canceled this course and changed it to issue-based teaching in the elementary level. After I checked with one teacher internally, and she said this is a course combine the technology with integrated activities. So I got it. Back to what I share, that is to say technological use none at all. There is a lot of room for flexibility and ambiguity because there are no standards to follow by MOE. So it means teacher doesn't have indicators for each grade. So everything is revised by the county, city, or each school. Based on the book situation, I think teacher R2 is willing to teach this course, which means that you are very proud enough that you design your course and you are willing to try the new thing and do it well. At the same time, I also want to ask you about the course outline. May I ask you the syllabus for your whole semester class? It's about the integrated activity courses.
For the course, it's each unit is 6 weeks. So the first 2 weeks is kind of an introduction, and then so in this case we're doing technology. So this week we're just introducing different technology, how we can use it to play a game. My next step is using technology to make a video, using technology to edit a video, like CapCut or Premiere or technology that you can use to make the picture or video look good. So first it's technology, then using technology to make a video, using technology to edit, using technology to take pictures, and then to edit. So it follows 5 weeks, and then the final week is a review of all the technology and all the things we've covered so far. And go step by step. And each lesson connects to the other lesson. That's my tactic.
Did you go to like 19 to 20 courses in the beginning of the semester? Oh yeah, oh that's great. So thank you for your reply. We are looking forward to our continued efforts together on this way of bilingual teaching. I also hope to watch your interesting and dynamic course next time. All the above are my questions and share. Thank you.
汤姆教授、文先生，还有在座的各位伙伴，大家好。那其实我的部分比较不一样，我除了教学之外，其实我还最主要就是看学校在做双语课程计划的执行跟目前的我的程度。那其实我每次来中立都是来偷学东西的，写回去我学校用。那其实我们刚才从我们的主任还有我们组长的报告跟分享里面，其实可以看到中立国小非常确实跟落实在做所谓的双语的教学这一部分。那第一个我觉得还蛮值得我们学习，就是他们的课真的很明确啊，1到6年级每个班都有外师做协同，而他们整体都放在综合跟生活的部分。然后跟他们强调，我们希望英语是全英语授课，可是他们会考量到中低年级小朋友的特性，所以有做一些小小弹性的调整。然后再来，我们发觉外师朱对不对？非常厉害，他觉得他的多媒体跟科技的应用非常的深入因为我本身兼任科技指导团的召集校，所以我对科技是非常有兴趣然后怎么样把它融合在课程教学，所以我觉得这是一个非常非常符合现在教学的一个特色的部分。然后他们学校很重要，我觉得他们办了很多的营队跟 英语的一些课外活动跟学习活动。然后去年我偷的是偷点读笔的点子啊，我偷回去，我其实在做一些转换，我找了很多的绘本，然后把它跟学校阅读做整合。然后今年我想偷到一个叫中大流子宗教授，我现在找他，我怎么样把它回去做 MSR 在学校？我觉得英语的阅读是让学生在双语学习一个重要的练习的基石，所以我也很喜欢来贵校的学习很多东西，然后很重要，我觉得他们提到检核的部分，他最后各位看到很多比较少学校做到，他们做满意度的调查。那我们是不是建议说下次还可以问一些家长的意见？在家长是很重要的，因为小朋友回去的表现是不是在家里面做到，但其实可以让我更严重要的检核点。然后再来我比较好奇的一点因为你是全校共同备课，一个外师要对全校这么多老师分6个年级这么多不同科目，1个礼拜只有1次的备课，其实很困难。所以其实从备课，我们再回到刚才看到教室里面的宗师的协盟，就可以看到其实这是件不容易的事情，不是只有贵校不容易，在我学校也不容易。老师协同像贵校，我们讲像我们学校是所有的导师协同，可以导师怎么样协同，在之前的课程的备课就很重要，不是只有课师的指导。然后再来就是尽量不要用中文去做一些回复跟什么，这样小朋友会等待中文。再来就是怎么样跟外师做课程的搭配，这不是只有你们困扰，到现在很痛。我问过新北市，我问过台北市，也没有人有解放。到现在这是一个我觉得可能我们要继续大家共同去思考，怎么样让这件事情可以做得更好的部分。那在这个函数的课程，它这个课程我刚才有跟我们的张老师讨论过，的确是综合课里面有关于科技跟生活的结合。那它的主题我刚才看了一下。它的重点是怎么样让科技跟让生活更便利。可是我们看了注了很多教学，因为学生会刚开始很细，可是我分析的里面那种比较偏向于娱乐方面，其实科技应该不是只有娱乐，食衣住行娱乐各个方面，我觉得这部分的内容是可以再做一些筛选的。然后它的教学目标可以再去做设计，是不是不一定要介绍这么多，甚至让学生去讨论。有哪些科技由学生来说来发表？因为我整节课我看到学生操作的跟说的表达完整句子的表达比较少一点点，尤其到高年级，我觉得那个双语的部分除了听之外，我觉得我们台湾学生缺乏表达跟说的能力，是不是有这样的一个机会？这样子一些简单的一些分享，谢谢。
Thank you for your teaching and hospitality on the school. So I like to divide my comments and feedback to two parts. The first one is about administration and curriculum. This is how I like to talk to the administrators here today, maybe Chinese, and later I will switch to English to talk about today's class. 有关今天的那个行政跟课程规划，可是因为1到6年级都有这种课程，那课程安排其实还不错啦，就从中科技到中国领域。那我是建议，既然有这么多的课程的可能性是在低年级里面可以多增加一些时数，然后让本国老师去教，本国老师也应该多参与。让这个公平性多一点，因为1个礼拜上1次课，其实对学生的，尤其是1年级、1、2、3、4年级，越小的孩子能接受度越高。如果你6年级能够增加他的时数，或增加他的双语课程、包括英文课程的话，其实每天都有一点英文课，对英文听说的概念的话，我想对小孩子的语言学习，因为这是黄金期，我不是说是关键期，是黄金期。如果能增加1、2、3、4年级的这种双语课程，让外师多一点这个时数。那5、6年级的话，让本国老师自己来带，因为他已经看过怎么上，所以我是建议课程执照。然后本国老师应该可以再增加一点，因为学校班数不是很多，所以本老师的参与度可以扩展到其他的艺术生活领域上面，然后让本国老师跟着外师一起来。看着他上课，然后接下去觉得他自己可以就是 take over， 就是把他代替下来，这是有关于那个行政跟那个课程安排方面。The second part about today's class. I like the whole arrangements, the class designing in his class. Especially the warm-up. Warm-up is a very impressive one. Student, you use that kind of warm-up TP to get student acquainted with the new words, raise it up and then divide it into this kind of group activity. That's one way. Okay, student can pick up the word quite easily through this kind of the warm-up. Right? That's a good point. Let's come to let's just as several teachers point out, the class to rush through the syllabus. It's moved very fast, starting from the new words and the game and Kahoot and really understand that technology makes life easy. So I think that there are two kinds of learning objectives in your class. I don't find a very strong connection between these two parts. The first part, you talk about technology makes life easy or makes life more convenient. Yeah, I agree with that. And you just show it in our pictures by using different kinds of technology, robots or anything, or even AI or your iPad, you can make your life easier. Yeah, but how about the second part? The second part is to ask the student, require the student to design the video game. So what is the connection between these two parts? Do you think that designing the video game has anything to do with making your life easier? I don't think so. It's just for fun. Maybe you can just respond to that. This is that the whole class is divided into two different parts, and I don't see the strong connection between. So maybe you can just respond to that. Okay. So that's the. So I wish that we can have a very clear and single learning objective or teaching goals in just one section, one period, 40 minutes. You can cover everything, right? So that's the. And of course, I agree with the most of teachers that so don't rush it. Focus on one specific objective. We need too many of them. The second part about skateboarding, I like your skateboarding procedure. You just especially when you ask the student to begin to design their own video games. So what kinds of competency or ability you want students to develop? Is it creativity or know how to move around in the video games, or how to use the commands, how to design different kinds of video games or what? So creativity, imagination, or the ability to use the commands, or the joysticks or mouse to move around the video game. What are the objectives here when you ask students to design the video games? That's my question here. So, yes, and you show the students that you job here, do this one, do this one. Hey, that's what you show how to do that. Then in theory, in practice of skateboarding, most of the time we will ask one or two groups of students to work together with you in front of the whole class to show the whole class how to do that. So that's the step 2 for skateboarding. But instead of just practice with your student, you just jump into the step 3. You ask the individual group to do the job. So when you say, okay, I finished my demo, and then you do your job, and most of the students don't know what can I do. So you have to take a while to check their progress. So if you just ask one or two groups to work together with you to show their mistakes, sometimes they make mistakes in following your instructions, and then maybe that will be much better. Most of the time when you do the skateboarding, we skip step 2 easily. That means the working together with your students to show them how you can accomplish the missions that I just assigned to you. And then when you divide the student into group, you have group 1, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 students in one, but that's good. But when they have number 1, so I have to make sure that what will number 1 do? What will number 2 do in this kind of games? Now when you assign divide a student into different kind of group with their particular numbers. We need to assign particular student particular job. Okay, I'm responsible for this one, you are responsible. Otherwise, when you let students play the game, I tend to find that one or two students are dominating the whole game. The other students do nothing in the games. Okay, that's my response. Maybe you can just have response. And the big one. So, yeah. Not yet. Another one is Kahoot. I will be honest with you. Yes. Yeah. But the other thing, when you use the Kahoot, what's the purpose of using Kahoot? Kahoot is to check whether you understand or not, right? There's no process of learning. This is not a learning process. So when they know this is right and it is wrong. So how can they learn something from their mistakes? How can they correct it? So why don't you just maybe ask the student, we just mentioned that students don't talk too much. Maybe instead of using Kahoot, maybe you can use as a student, okay, this one, what's this one? And ask individual group to talk a lot, to say, oh, this is a joystick, I like joystick. Maybe you can just keep students talking, force them to open their mouths to say something, and will make the class more active and more noisy. Okay, those are the some kind of observation that I just try to share with you. Maybe you have different kind of opinions. Okay, thank you.
You ready? You ready? Yeah. Okay, let's start with the first one you said. You said, how does it connect to making life easy? Dr. Chen, have you tried programming before? Have you tried coding?
Yeah, I use Python.
Exactly. Python is hard for anyone to use. I've tried Python, I've tried different things to code. You can use numbers and it's very difficult. Yeah. By using an iPad and drag and drop. If you compare Python versus drag and drop, which one is easier? Which one is easier? No. Let's go. Which one is easier, Python or drag and drop?
The issue here is that
I'm going to your point. It's
video games.
How does technology make it easy? Connect to make the video games.
Technology make life easier. But what is the connection between video game and technology makes life easier? That's my question.
You can use an iPad to make it easy versus doing the Python program. Have you ever seen a fifth grader use a Python in Taiwan? That's a bit difficult. It's possible. I'm getting to your point. To make it easy, I use the iPad. That's the easy part. Technology and the game. So the technology is the iPad. The easy part is using the platform that I use, GDevelop. That's the easy part. iPad, GDevelop. Make it easier. That's one part. Now to answer your second part. For each student to do one part, I said, guys, you're grade 1, 2, 3, 4. One person in each group needs to drag one thing. I went to my friend Stein's observation, I went to David's observation, and he said each child has a job. By giving them 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, you drag one thing over. Number 2, you drag one thing over. Number 3, you drag one thing over. I recall saying that in my lesson, and the student said, So that was me assigning each job to make sure each child got a job. Do you know why I did that? Because when I went to you observing another person, you stressed that part. And I made sure I wrote it down and I remembered it. That's the second question. The third one, how does Kahoot make it easy? Right? It's A, B, C, D. What's the point of it? Right? It's because, okay, if we played the first game, which was a group by group challenging each other, and we got it wrong, by playing the game, the question is, if you notice, we took the time to see because the principal tried to go over the game. If you got it wrong, the game is ran for 5 minutes. That means if you get it wrong, you have another chance to do it again. That's why that game was designed that way. That's your third question. Your fourth question asks, what was your fourth question? About design. It was about design. Scaffolding, right? So I made sure to have the students, after I used the game, I asked students, what is this? Joystick, arrow. And I made sure to ask them to help me to make the game. That was the part of you said that I skipped, the second part, which you said is easy to skip. I made sure to say, okay, I need my students to interact with me to see that they understand the joystick and where it fits into the lesson. I tried to do that. So that was my goal with it, and I hope by answering that, I answered your question. Is that okay?
Not really. I mean, you're too defensive anyway.
No, teacher. I listened to what you said. I wanted to implement what you said.
So, would it have been better if every student had an iPad as well, instead of one per group? Would that work better?
Maybe 2 would have only 4 would be too many.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 2 have one pen, they can work together to check out that whether you are doing right or wrong, and it's my turn. It's 4, you know, I did that. I just went around to see that what they were doing at that time. And I seem to find out that one of the strong team students seemed to control the iPads. Yeah. And then the weaker student or shy student will just go back, right? That's the problem. If you have 2 students to have one pen, maybe that would be much better. Yeah, that's what I said. And the first part about learning objective. Yes, of course, technology using iPad make your life easier, make your work more efficient. But my issue is not about using the iPad now. My issue is about today you also to design video game, right? What does it have anything to do with life easier, easy life? I mean, you play a video game just for fun. It's not make your life or work more efficient, life more easy. Yeah, if you say, okay, iPad or today you want to make your life more fun. Yeah, it's okay. That's my. But you say make life easier. That is not.
It's making life easier. If you ask my students, you answer the question. You said, what was the skill that we wanted to do? Because in our workshops, that's something that you stress. What skill are we trying to get the students to develop using immersion? And you would use your son to give an example. Oh, my son would use immersion and he would do this. So what I did was the skill I was working on was one, game design in an easy way. This was an easy way to do it. So I was fostering them to be creative in an easy way, game design in an easy way, so work together in an easy way. Those were my objectives, and that was the skill I was trying to make. For a child to work together and communicate as a valuable skill to use. And to answer your question, that is why we as foreign teachers are here, to teach children how to communicate using English, using EMI, English as a method of instruction. So we're using communication in the group as skill, creativity, and design. Those are my skills that I was focusing on.
Yes. I don't know whether the student understands that the designing video game will make my life easy or not. I'm not quite sure that students are aware of that kind of expectations you wish them to develop. That's the first question. The second one is why don't you just give them more time? We say creativity, imagination, they can create different kinds of video games. Why don't you just give more time for students to create different types of video games?
Let me answer
more
that.
time, you know, it's just
that.
I
Is
just
that at the back?
he's
He's a technology teacher here. When I spoke with Roger now, the teacher, he stressed that the bandwidth in the school can only permit each class to have 4 iPads.
Okay.
That means I don't have a lot of time for them to spend with that. So I have to use the 4, I cannot use 2 in each group because I tried this list with here classes, and when you use 4 iPads, that means a slower bandwidth and you can't do the work. So that's why
this conversation is not just kind of the depends on based I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to make sure that you have.
I agree with you because when you go to our workshops, I listen to what you say in terms of reading, in terms of skill, in terms of immersion. That's why I design my lessons this way because when you say these things, you have valid points. And I say, you know what, Dr. Che makes sense, so I need to go.
I have no problem with your intentions and your passions and your teaching skill. No problem with that. I think you're a wonderful teacher. The issues I have is that maybe too many things. Maybe I don't see the whole pictures of your class, right? So my idea is that just as some of the teachers mentioned that maybe you give more time for students to develop a kind of video game by using the basic use of their creativity, imagination to create different kinds of using different kinds of command or click on the button to create. They seem to enjoy like a video game.
Yeah.
Maybe that will be. I wish to see more of that. Maybe you did that in other classes.
Yeah.
Okay, you will do that
But in
in
this
the
class,
next.
I had
next
to be easy, but teacher Chen, I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
What's a valid?
No, I know the question that you are one teacher.
No,
What
I
I
agree.
think is about the sequence of
Yeah,
the
and this much, I take some stuff out.
Yeah, that's right.
100%, I agree with you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
外行看热闹，内行看不到。有这样专业的对话，您就知道我们教授的用心，还有我们阿杜在上课程的一个准备的用心。他也要去捍卫他自己的一个用心的准备，但是我们在教学，教授他在看的是更细的一个部分。希望我们在外师的教学，在国小的一个双语课程上的一个更好，学生有更多的学习。好，谢谢大家。那不知道在座的我们种子教授、外师有没有还有别的意见，有不同的看法要提出来的？那我们客户这边没有，那就不要继续专业对话了啊。
Alicia, you have a question, go ahead.
好，我们客户说还有很多机会。
校长这边有那个老师要跟马路分享。
I'm the next person. Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Rachel from Zili Elementary School, and I really enjoy Zu's class, and I think the teaching process is very smooth, and I really like the way how Zu uses Realia stuff to make students understand better. Like when he talked about the examples of technology, and then he jumped on the Segway board. And does the school buy you this?
No, I cannot. I got it from Xiaomi.
I think I can have one that. And it's a wonderful class for such an IT dummy for me, and I really enjoyed the class. And to sum up, the teacher's explanation is very clear, and the teacher's instruction is very easy. And so the students' production is very amazing. And also your Chinese is very good. Thank you. That's all from me. Thank you.
那谢谢自己国家的老师。那还有没有老师要交流分享？好，那校长，hello， 那个老师都讲完了。
没有这样对吧？今天真的很热闹，大家自己